Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back to 504 Road Trips. In part 4 of our US Highway 190 series, we begin in Hammond, Louisiana, at the junction of Highway 190 and Interstate 55. As we leave the Hammond area, Highway 190 narrows to a two-lane highway that briefly has a center turning lane. We encountered a delay due to a severe traffic accident, a reminder to drive safely at all times. After crossing the Yellow Water River, you heard that right, we enter an area known as Baptist, an unincorporated community in western Tangipahoa Parish. Shortly after entering Livingston Parish is Albany, Louisiana. At the turn of the 20th century, Albany was a rapidly growing Hungarian settlement and is now a village of just over 1,000 residents. Albany Plantation is located here on 34 acres of land.
Running back. Because I'm always deceiving. I always say I'm fine, but that's not the true meaning. The walls are caving in and it leaves me with feelings. But the only one that matters is I won't be defeated. Keep talking, pray that I lost it. I keep it cool, my attitude stay frosted. And I'm intending to bring a revolution. There far too many problems to solve few solutions. So, march towards the hills. Let's march with the dreams that people failed. The better plan I'm making is unbound. Planning out a future is hard to me still.
Holden is an unincorporated community at the junction of US-190 and LA 441, named for a landowner who sold portions of his land for railroad rights-of-way in the early 1900s. Livingston, Louisiana, is the parish seat of Livingston Parish. Livingston began as a logging community in 1916, just west of Doyle, Louisiana. In 1955, Doyle and Livingston merged to form the town of Livingston. Satsuma, Louisiana, a small unincorporated community, was originally given the name Stafford in the early 1900s when a railroad depot was built under that name. The depot was named after a prominent local family. When a post office was established in 1911, the name Stafford could not be used because a post office already existed in Catahoula Parish, Louisiana by that name. The post office, which was decommissioned in 1938, was given the name Satsuma for an orchard of Satsuma orange trees near the railroad property. Walker, Louisiana, was originally named Milton in 1856 for the local postmaster. In 1890, the post office was renamed for Dr. William Elliott Walker, MD, who was a legislator and a lieutenant colonel for the Confederacy. Walker was incorporated as a city in 2011. Most of US-190 between Hammond and Baton Rouge is known as Florida Boulevard or Florida Avenue. This is presumably because it runs through what is known as the Florida Parishes, or the Republic of West Florida Historic Region. The Florida Parishes on the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain, extending all the way to the Mississippi River, were not part of the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, unlike the rest of the state, and were part of the West Florida Republic. And in case you're not from Louisiana, parishes are our equivalent of counties. On another note, 504 Road Trips is named for our local telephone area code in New Orleans. 504 was originally the area code of the entire state of Louisiana until 1957, when the state was split and 318 became the area code covering most of Louisiana west of the Mississippi River. The 225 area code was created in 1998 to cover the Baton Rouge metropolitan area. In 1999, the area code 337 was created to cover the southern portion of what was previously 318, south of US-190. In 2001, the area code 985 was created to cover what was previously 504 outside of the immediate New Orleans metro area. The US-190 video series is entirely within area codes 985, 225, and 337. We don't intend to keep our road trips within the 504 area code, since it has shrunk to cover just half of the New Orleans metropolitan area. Look for future 504 road trips all over the state of Louisiana and wherever else we may travel. At Eden Church Road, we see the beginning of a construction of a new roundabout that will surely help improve the flow of traffic at this busy intersection. The traffic engineer who dreamed this up should be given a commendation.
Yeah, right.
Quiet. Denham Springs, Louisiana is one of two incorporated cities in Livingston Parish and is the center of commercial and residential development in the parish. Denham Springs is home to 2 Mardi Gras parades, and an annual Spring Fest held in April. Denham Springs has a long history as far back as 1828, previously being known as Amite Springs, Hills Springs, and finally Denham Springs. The area's various names derive from the groundwater springs that surface at the base of a ridge that runs through the center of the city. Denham Springs boasts one of the largest bass Highway 190 runs along the northeastern edge of the city of Baton Rouge, the state capital of Louisiana. Baton Rouge was incorporated as a city in 1817, although archaeologists have dated American Indian artifacts as far back as 14,000 BC. This stretch of US-190 is 4-lane divided with 2-way service roads on each side of the highway. The road is lined with commercial businesses on both sides and has mostly single-family residential dwellings on the adjacent streets. At the junction of Airline Highway, the main line of US-190 turns north and joins US-61 for a few miles, bypassing downtown Baton Rouge. US-190 business continues straight ahead, concurrent with US-61 business along Florida Boulevard, and goes through the downtown area of Baton Rouge to the Mississippi River. To the right is Cortana Mall, which has seen a downward trend in recent years. 2 of the anchor stores are empty and 1 is in use by a community college. This stack interchange carries I-110, a spur of Interstate 10 that goes north to end at US-61 in an area known as Scotlandville. At Scenic Highway, US-61 exits to the north, and to the south is the end of the concurrent US-190 and 61 business routes. Today's trip finishes with a crossing of the Mississippi River on the Huey P. Long-O.K. Allen Bridge, known locally as the Old Bridge. The new bridge being the Horace Wilkinson Bridge, where I-10 crosses the river several miles to the south. The new bridge was built in about 1961, so that tells you the state of the infrastructure in Baton Rouge. Thanks for joining us on this 504 road trip, and stay tuned for part 5, our final installment in our US-190 road trip. Be sure to like our videos, subscribe to our channel, please give us your comments below.